What's this channel all about? It's about dating, it's about romance, it's about relationships. If you are a high-value man, maybe a little bit more mature in years, like myself, then this is the place to come for advice, for tips, for stories, for sharing of experiences, and all of that good stuff. However, this channel is not limited just to content about dating, okay? I refuse, as a free man, to be pigeonholed to one specific genre, okay? As it says in my tagline, this channel is also about modern life, okay? We are living through very, very interesting, and that can be taken pejoratively or not, times, okay? There's a lot going on in the world, as we all know. It's a very strange time for everybody. What I do on this channel is I talk about things that have happened to me. I talk about things that have happened to friends of mine. I talk about experiences that I've had. I show you experiences I've had, like with the travel stuff that we've done over the last year. And I try to draw lessons out from that about, yes, dating, yes, relationships, yes, women, but more than that, just about how to navigate life in general as a guy who's in the, let's say, in the second part of his life. You know, I'm not a spring chicken anymore. Maybe you're not too, or maybe you are, but you resonate with the content, and that's absolutely fine also. So this channel is, as I say, predominantly, yes, the focus is on dating and improving your dating life. And there's a lot that can be learned from that. Because look, I was an introvert, but more than that, I was a shy introvert growing up, okay? And what that means is I quite like my own company. I quite like pushing other people away. I quite like being separate to other people. But I was also extremely shy as well. So I didn't have the confidence to project my personality. I didn't have the confidence to be a dominant force in the social settings that I went into. And I paid a very grave price for that in my late adolescence and into my early 20s, okay? Then, through a combination of events, I learned to overcome that. And I became much more confident, or at least able to give the appearance of being much more confident. I became much more effective socially. And I believe that anybody can do that, okay, with help. It may take you, some people, longer. It may take you less time, okay? It depends where you're starting from. But I believe that everybody can improve from the position where they are now. And all I want to do is share my experience with you to help you go through the same transformation yourself, okay? No guarantees. There are no silver bullets in life. You have to be committed. You have to work hard. You have to have persistence. But there are lessons that you can learn. There are many, many things that I wish I knew earlier when I was a teenager, when I was going into my 20s, and as I was going through my 20s into my 30s, that I didn't know. And if I'd have known them, my journey would have been a lot easier, okay? So I'm here to help. I'm here to, as I say, share my experience. But ultimately, that's all I can do. All I have is my own experience, my own subjective opinion of the world around me, the way that I see things. And that's what I share here. That's what I share in all of my content, okay? Now, let's be honest, and let's be very clear. My perspective on these things isn't going to resonate with everybody. You know, it just isn't. It would be absolutely mental if it did, okay? So, as I said before, if you're one of those people and you just think, I'm just not resonating with this dude, I'm not really on the same wavelength as he is or whatever, I think he's crazy, I think he's an idiot, that's absolutely fine. That is your right as a sovereign citizen, okay? But all I ask is that you just simply unsubscribe to the channel, or you don't subscribe in the first place, and you just find other content creators who are delivering what you want to receive, okay? I know for a fact that the people who do watch my stuff, the people who do watch this channel, really, really resonate with the message that I'm putting out there. And that's all I'm interested in. That's all I'm interested in. I don't even care. It doesn't even have to be a huge audience. I don't even care about that. All I care about is helping the people that I can help myself through the message and through the experience and through the stories and through the advice and tips and action that I've pulled out of all of those things. I'm only interested in helping the people who resonate with that, okay? If you are one of them, then welcome. This is the place for you, okay? All I ask you to do, hit the subscribe button, all right? And when a video comes up, give me a like, give me a thumbs up. write a little comment underneath. When we do live streams, come into the chat, have a conversation. The other thing that you absolutely must do is to get onto my free email list, okay? So I send out a free email to my subscriber list pretty much every day during the week, okay? Sometimes we miss a day here and there, but it's pretty much every day during the week. It's absolutely free, okay? It's written content. It's the behind-the-scenes, most up-to-date content that I do. I share things that I'm probably less likely to be sharing on YouTube or the other social platforms because it's to my list, okay? Subscribe to that. As I say, no charge. That will always be for free. You can unsubscribe at any time you like as well, so you know, don't worry about that. I'm not going to be spamming you with crazy stuff or anything like that. It's literally a little community for me to share my insights, stuff that's happened to me recently, little lessons that I've learned with you, as well as giving you up-to-date news, information, behind-the-scenes stuff, where we're going to be traveling to next, what we're going to be doing, etc., etc. So get on that free email list. As I say, it takes 2 seconds. Just fill in the form, put your email address in, you'll be on that list, and you will be kept up to date with everything that's going on. I hope all of this makes sense. I mean, look, I try to make it as straightforward as possible. Yes, the predominant focus here is on dating and relationships and the way that people interact socially, okay? Because I've been fascinated with that for years, all right? And some of it has been as an introvert observing others. A lot of it has been through my own experience. But the way that people interact socially, I find it a fascinating thing. And talking about that and pulling it apart and analysing it and figuring out, okay, so if I'm at this level socially, how can I get to this level? How can I get to the next level? Okay? I'm a work in progress. I'm not claiming to be, you know, the best at this on the planet or anything like that. Far from it, but I have come an extremely long way, as anybody who's known me for any length of time will attest, all right? So if you're down with that, and if you're down with, yeah, we'll talk about dating, yeah, we'll talk about strategies for dating and stuff, but we're going to talk about other stuff as well. We're going to talk about life. We're going to talk about the reality of relationships, the fact that relationships aren't always this happy, joyous, and wonderful thing. You know, sometimes it can be very painful. Sometimes it can be very difficult. Sometimes you break up with people and that can be incredibly painful to you, to the other person, etc., etc. You know, and the world that we live in now with the social media and with everything else that's going on, there are lots and lots of new roadblocks that are coming up the whole time. We have to be aware of them, we have to understand them, and we have to find a way to go through them and to live the best lives that we possibly can. And that's really what I'm here to help with. That's what I'm here to talk about. That's what I'm here to communicate to you. I hope you enjoy this stuff. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. Thanks very much for subscribing to the free email. And any comments or suggestions you've got, whack them in the description box below or drop me an email, troy@realtroyfrancis.com. I'll see you later.